Hello, girl. Hello, Gemini. How are you doing? My name is Simply Valka, and I'm going to be doing your weekly reading. And when it comes to my type of readings, I always ask people to rely on your intuition. I say this because I always like to speak in examples, Gemini. So what I mean by this, I'll look at the cards and I will start the example off and speaking an analogy of a relationship. But for you in your life, it may be speaking of a work situation or something like that. You know your life more than I do, right? So take what resonates and leave what doesn't, because it's not my business. Well, I'm not going to take it personal, and plus it's not my business, right? Absolutely. And so I'm not going to be offended by it, but if this reading does give you a sense of direction and does help you out, let me know which card resonates with you the most and let me know how, if you feel like sharing. And if this reading is helpful to you, I would love for you to give me a like and subscribe, because it does help out my channel so much and I do appreciate it. And it's just free to do, so it's why not? We all love free things, right? So let's continue on with this. I pulled 3 rows for you, rather. And so I'm going to be pulling clarifiers as I see necessary, Gemini. The first row is going to be the energies that you're currently dealing with and maybe in the past, some residue of the past. The middle row is the blessings to come in the current energy. And then the last row is going to be advice from Spirit on what you need to be working on for this week, right? Because I can tell you the direction that you're going in and I can tell you the blessings to come, but it serves me no purpose in telling you if you don't know how to do it, right? So that's how I like to view this last row. So let's just jump into it now, Gemini. We have the Emperor card, Archangel Michael, number 4. So write that down for numerology, number 4. And the Emperor card talks about organization and logic and structure, discipline, and leadership. This is kind of like a calling to power in a sense. This is the energy that I feel like you kind of need to start adopting, Gemini, or what you are actively trying to start adopting, right? Because I did pull the clarifier Ace of Swords for you. So I feel like maybe for some of you Geminis, you may be actively going towards this Emperor energy and trying to claim this Emperor energy, really taking life into your own hands, which is beautiful, right? It's not a bad thing whatsoever. We do have the Ace of Air as well, which is talking about brilliant new ideas and inspirations, seeing the truth in a situation and a challenging new beginning. So this is, giving me confirmation where it's maybe you had a pretty rough week last week, Gemini, from what I can remember correctly in your last weekly reading. So this is telling me that it's now you're being inspired. Something that inspired you, you had your moment. Now you're being inspired to kind of take life into your own hands and just continue, life goes on for you almost, right? So it's now you're putting yourself first again, and you're thinking about the investments that you want to make into your own life now, Gemini. I say this because you have the 5 of Wands, and the 5 of Wands, and this was inverted for you. The 5 of Wands is usually a collaborative thing, and since this was inverted for you, I feel it almost as this is a time for you, Gemini, to just be by yourself. Learn to be by yourself and enjoy your own company. That's really going to be the theme for this week for you, Gemini. We have the King of Air, which is talking about speaking your mind with confidence and seeking professional advice, balancing mental and emotional considerations, right? So fairly good card, right? You're being kind of just to continue on of calling to power, asking you to be more sure of yourself. And you have the Queen of Swords coming in as well. So when you have these 2 cards pairing up with one another, the King of Air and the Queen of Swords, it's fascinating to me, Gemini, because it's let's see, because this could be in one of 2 ways, and I'm kind of receiving it in that way, where you kind of are either being asked to be changing your opinion of yourself, right? Because for some people, you have the Emperor energy of what you're striving to be. And for some people, I feel as if, okay, yeah, and I just pulled as a clarifier for you, Queen of Wands as well. So it's Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, and King of Air. You're really, Gemini, your focus, what I want you to be focusing on this week is just bettering yourself, focusing on something that really drives you right now. Stop trying to include other people. You have all these you have 2 queens coming out, and these queens work alone, right? You even look in this card, right? The only, she's completely passionate about her. She's dead set on what it is that she's doing by herself. The only thing that's with her is a hawk or an eagle. I don't know what this is. It's not an eagle. Hello. It's a hawk, I'm pretty sure, or some type. And yeah, I feel like this is just a time for you to journey on alone. This is a time for you to claim your power and to just go at things yourself. Kind of like a codependency kind of came to mind. So maybe some of you guys need to release from codependency of some sort and just coming into your own power. Maybe there's like a level of codependency. You're just so used to having people in your life that you aren't comfortable being by yourself, or you're just not used to having to only rely on yourself. So this is going to be a learning time for you, but I feel like it's a good thing. I feel like this is all wrapping up to be something beautiful for you, Gemini, because for your second row now, we have the Seven of Coins. But this is inverted for you as well. Yeah, I feel like this is like I really feel like this reading right now, Gemini, is trying to bring to attention, Spirit's really trying to realign your attention onto other things right now. I feel like you really, because the Seven of Coins, when it's upright, is talking about just like, having patience and waiting for your crops to grow. So when it's inverted for you, Gemini, in your second row, this is telling me this is not where your energy is focused on right now. You're not investing in your crops right now. So it's like a stark difference in the energy of like what it is that like you're trying to. It doesn't make sense, right? Because you have these Queen cards coming forward, these Emperor and King, like all these like cards asking you to take the initiative or take the motive of like self-empowerment. And so for this card to come forward, it's what do you need to do, Gemini, to like really start improving on this? We have the Four of Air that I took as the clarifier for you on this Seven of Pentacles. And this card says, time to rest and take a vacation and allowing more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide the answer. For some of you guys, maybe you haven't really fully come to terms with something, or maybe you haven't fully healed from something. And maybe that's what's stopping you. Maybe that's why you haven't been investing any energy into your crops recently, because you just haven't taken time to heal and just really come to terms with something. And just, maybe, I don't know. For some people, this may be just, you're stuck on trying to make something work and it just isn't working and it's upsetting you and it's draining you. I say this because we have the Five of Coins, and I almost want to say this card popped up for your last reading as well, where it's like, you're this person and it's just like, you're just frustrated, you're crying, like you're just, for some people, I keep on hearing, I'm just tired. Why are things not working my way anymore? That's what I keep on hearing. And we have this Seven of Earth that I pulled as a clarifier. Seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, and unnecessary worry. So this is telling me that like this is like, well, I'm not trying to invalidate your feelings at all, Gemini, because again, like, you know your situation better than I am, and it's none of my business what, like, we all go through our emotions. But for this card to come forward, this is kind of like Spirit telling you, it's just like, hey, like, you're getting in your head too much. You're feeding too much energy into these seeds that are going to grow into weeds in your mental garden. And you want to get rid of those things, because it's like the more weeds that you have in your mental garden, the more potent this crying energy is. I'm gonna just be real with you guys, right? Like, I don't want to just like fill you guys up with a bunch of just positive, like, blanket positivity. I feel like you guys are just going through you guys have been going through a pretty heavy time, Gemini. And I see you guys making it out on the other side. I say this because you had the Hangman, where it's like you have a new perspective and you're committing to this new perspective. It's like once you realize that once you realize you were watering too many weeds, or like, and these weeds would just be like these negative narratives in your mind, or like whatever that your weeds looks like to you, right? Whatever that metaphor resonates with you in that way. You have a new perspective with the Hangman. And the clarifier that I pulled for you, Gemini, was the Dreamer card, a leap of faith, following your dreams and unexpected opportunities. Archangel Metatron. So it's like, yeah, it goes right back into that push again. I apologize for that notification, but this card goes right back to what I was saying before, and that like it goes back into this first row. So it's like once you have your healing period, it's like once you stop trying to run off of empty fumes and you take that moment to reset and you take your moment to become present with yourself and you just like accept things for how they are, and like once you accept that and heal from that, that's when you're going to really be extremely motivated to just claim your power, go back and sitting on your throne again, and really taking a leap of faith into your dreams and manifesting your dream life. You just need to have a moment to feel your feelings, I feel. But feel your feelings with the intent of getting out on the other side. Does that make sense? Don't feel your feelings and just feel your feelings every single day and feel like you're going to just wake up one day and things are going to get better. That's not realistic. I'm going to be real with you, Gemini. It's never that easy. Feel your feelings so you're present with them. You have your feelings. You don't want to suppress them. But see what it's there to teach you. Don't take it personally. I did not shuffle this properly. But yeah, see what it's here to teach you, Gemini. Don't take this personally. Don't, grow from this and see this for a lesson. I feel like for some of the pain that you're experiencing right now, while the pain's valid, maybe you're feeling a magnified version of this pain because you are not seeing the lesson in it. So it's hurting a little bit more because you're taking it personal when it's not personal. Five of Disc, yeah, this is just the summary of what I was just saying, the imagery of this card. You're feeling like attacked or like feeling like a victim in something. And from your perspective, I'm sure like you are feeling your hurt, you're feeling your pain. It's okay to feel your pain, but don't feel like you're only experiencing this pain because someone wanted to hurt you or like the universe wants to hurt you or like the universe wants to make your life hard. It's not that case. It's not that personal, Gemini. For your last row for the Necronomicon, we have, this is what you need to be working on for this coming week, Gemini. We pulled the 10 of Wands. So this is like a completion of a cycle. So you do come to terms, like you come to terms with something. You come to terms with the situation and you release this baggage. And I say mental baggage, or like you pull out the weeds. Like you come to terms with the fact that your garden has some weeds in it, and you pull them out and you just like release it. You just come to terms with it, accept it for how it is rather than trying to change it, right? It's interesting because these two cards come forward, the Knave of Discs and the Six of Swords, and these were both inverted as well, Gemini. So I'm going to hold these two cards up for the imagery of it, for both of them. But for this, I feel like this is kind of like a heads up. Like, whatever the situation is, like take it for, like there was like always this push of like take it for how it is, right? And don't try to change it. When this Knave of Disc, like she's holding her heart out for everyone to see, right? She's like letting her presence be known. But when it was inverted like it was, this is telling me that it's like you don't want to do this. You don't want to make a scene. You kind of just want to like assess the situation, take in the facts and keep it going, sort of thing, right? You don't want to try to get more involved in something because it's just not going to pan out well for you. I feel like it's just going to stress you out more and bring more pain. I'm gonna just be honest. Like I feel like you just need to take the high road and just focus on yourself and focusing on trying to claim that Emperor energy after you have your moment of feelings, right? Feel your feelings and keep it moving, and don't treat your feelings as like the how the rest of your life is going to go, right? Life continues on, right? And I promise you life is going to be so beautiful for you. You just have to be willing to take that leap of faith. Trusting in this process and be willing to take that leap of faith, even if you are taking that leap of faith by yourself, Gemini. Just because you're by yourself taking that leap of faith, that does not mean it's not going to be successful. That does not mean anything bad at all. It just means that you are doing what's best for you, and anyone that wants to be on that journey, they can be on that journey, but you're still taking that leap of faith. I love you so much, Gemini. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. Remember, if this reading was of resonance to you, please give me a like and subscribe because it does help out my channel so much. And I hope I get to have the opportunity of providing another reading for you sometime again in the future, Gemini. Bye.